Hey everybody, what's up, y'all? This is MGTV Reactions, and today we're going to be doing a quick reaction on my Jazzy Life. All right, you guys. So before I even get into this reaction, I'm going to ask you guys to please thumbs up the live when you come in. All right, comment your thoughts in the chat and down below when you're in the replay. All right, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Okay. So you guys, listen. I actually am surprised that my Jazzy Life even spoke on this, to be honest. I would think that she would just want to leave that crazy lady alone, considering everything that Olivia has put her through. But you guys, my Jazzy Life was asked a question in her live chat, and she gave a response. All right, you guys. So that's the first thing that we're going to get into. All right, and I'm going to give you guys my thoughts and opinions on that. The other thing that I wanted to talk about, you guys, I don't know if you guys have been following the whole Diddy court situation, but I've seen a couple things online that are quite disturbing. So I wanted to talk to you guys about that as well. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen really quickly. Just give me a second. And when you come in, guys, don't be afraid to say hello, okay? Let me know that you guys are engaged. Let me know if you can hear me, all right? Okay. All right, so here we go. Just going to jump right in and get started.
I only seen a little bit of what was sent to me, but I was just like, my thoughts on it was, I'm gonna keep my comments to myself. It just wasn't a flex. We'll say that. We'll leave it at that. That was not a flex.
So the question that was asked in her chat is, they said, Jazzy, have you been watching all the drama on YouTube with your coworkers? All right. Jasmine responds and says it wasn't a flex. Now, we all know that it wasn't a flex, okay? But let's see what else she had to say.
What I got sent to me, it was not a flex. It was not cute. It wasn't cute when it happens to you, and it's not cute when it happens to somebody else. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, I already know about her stalker. I already knew about that. That's
So listen, I got 21 people on the live right now. Ain't nobody gonna say hello? That is insane. All right. But listen, you guys, could you at least hit the like button for your girl? But yeah, so basically she said it's not a flex, all right? She said it wasn't cool when it was done to you, so it's not cool when it happens to somebody else. I agree with that part. Okay. Hey, Cancer66, you said I was just listening to a content creator who was covering the Diddy trial, and I was so sad and disgusted. Yes, girl, we're gonna talk about that later on, right after this, because I just, it's a whole lot with that. So let's finish this first. Hey, KDA.
Fucking childish, yeah. That's ridiculous. Yeah.
Hey, Annabella.
Hey, Gloria. Hold on. Messages.
All right. So while she's typing, you guys, let me just go ahead and say I was actually very surprised that she even had anything to say about this. Okay, because things just went left for Jasmine when she spoke on people's situations before. Okay. So I think the rest of the stuff that she says about this topic is very, very interesting. But yeah, we're definitely going to talk about Diddy later on in this live. I have some thoughts about that. Okay. Girl, hurry up. Shit. I don't got time, Jasmine. Hurry up.
Talk about this. Control don't
And here we go with an ad. So, yes, she had some things to say. Shit, I mean, it's taking her long enough to get to it. I didn't realize that it was going to take that long in between with these people. They don't ever just get straight to the point. All right. But anyway, so yeah, um, Jasmine said some things, and she's acting like she was never once the side piece. That's the funny part to me. Because, excuse me, but from what I understand, okay, Jasmine has been Philip's side piece. Well, she was his side piece for quite some years, or maybe she was the main that just kept getting played. I don't know, but she didn't seem to care about all the reckless things that he was doing. So for her to sit here and say it could never be me, I just was like, could it really never be you? Because I'm quite sure if Chris wanted to come back, all right, and she knew that he was dealing with somebody else, she probably still deal with Chris. So we're just waiting for it to load. But in the meantime, you guys, please hit that thumbs up button for me, all right?
My bad, y'all. I had a phone call. Thank you.
Right,
You're so pretty. Jazz, stay positive.
and since when did Jasmine start vaping,
stay
y'all?
positive. Shit will get better with. And remember that your kids idolize you. I agree. Thank you. And that's why I try to stay positive. I try to stay uplifting. I try not to bring other women down in any situations that they're going through and stuff like that. The vape is a post. But like I don't like that individual, but do I feel like like I don't like her at all. But as a woman, you need to know your worth, baby. You don't. That's a married man. I don't give a damn if it is Big Daddy. You don't go back. When they, I feel like when someone's married, that's a whole. Not even married, just with somebody. It's a whole other.
Not her saying if the man or even or if he's married or even with somebody, don't go back. Jasmine is funny. I mean, I get what she's saying. I agree with what she's saying. It's just funny because Jasmine has done some questionable things as well. Okay. Hey Teresa, yes, you guys, please thumbs up the live. Joe Gilbert says, hey, MGCB. So Jazz says she could never. She was the bottom for Phil, became baby mom number 3 for him, while in a 16-year relationship with him, and a baby mom number 3 for Quiz. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying, Joel. Okay, so listen, Jasmine is saying it can never be her, but we've clearly seen it be her multiple times. How many babies did Philip have on Jasmine? How many other relationships was he in during the time that they were actually supposed to be together? Okay, and she still stayed down for that man. All right, she didn't care who else he was dealing with. In fact, she went and got pregnant because somebody else was pregnant. All right, so yeah, I get what she's saying, but your track record is a little choppy. Okay.
Just makes me who I am. If I know that you're in a relationship or married or talking to someone, then what's the purpose of me talking to you or even giving you attention? It says a lot about yourself, self-worth.
And not her talking about self-worth when she brought a man into her home with all of those girls that she has, all of her daughters, who wasn't even working. But she has more self-worth than Olivia. Okay, Jasmine. Annabella says, yes, it's game over when your ex gets married or in a relationship, especially when you're producing New kids, right. I agree. You said 6 children before, during, and after Jazz's kids were born. Wow. So, so you saying that Philip had 6 babies on Jasmine, and she stuck around for that? Wow. It ain't no way. If she talk about self-worth, child, I would have been dipped out. I would have had to dip, okay? Absolutely not.
So, with that being said, I would never do that. Do you have any friends outside of YouTube? I do. I actually.
No, you don't.
I do.
Who was her friends? Who was Jasmine's friends on YouTube? Why we don't never hear about them? Oh, you know what? I'm lying. Maybe she has, those girls on her basketball team. They're possibly her friends. Okay, so she might have some friends, but it just seems like outside of basketball, Jasmine really doesn't have a life. You said Jasmine couldn't tell me nothing about love and relationships. Shoot, I wouldn't trust her giving me driving directions. Child, that's what I'm saying. I mean, Jasmine, to have allowed a man to have 6 babies on you and you still was trying to hold him down through that bid he had to do in jail. All right, he had to tell you that he was done with you. And you want to talk about self-worth? You moved Chris in. He had no job. He couldn't pay a bill. All right, you had his baby. And what did he do? And you were crying for damn near a year after he left and just stuck in your sadness. And he wasn't helping you at all. Besides maybe cleaning up every now and then, but then he left you for dead and you still had to give him his money back? Absolutely not. Talk about self-worth. Girl, please. But do I think that Jasmine is like Olivia, like as nasty as Olivia? Absolutely not. I don't think so. I think Jasmine just wants to be loved. I think Olivia just wants to be loved. However, Olivia is she just behaves like a hoe. She just does. That's my opinion. And but I don't see that for Jazz. Annabella says she'd still get back with him if he wanted to try again. My point exactly. That's what I'm saying. I believe that if Chris entertained Jasmine, if he probably, who knows what's happening, off this camera. But I do believe that if Chris was dealing with another woman, Jasmine would definitely deal with him still, just because she had so much love for him. And because of the family that she wanted to have with him, she would still just deal with him anyway. So, girl, don't say that it could never be you, because it definitely could be. That's all I'm saying, you guys. And what's up with the ad? So now we got another ad. This is crazy. But you know what? Like I said, I just was surprised that she even spoke on it. Do you guys know what happened with them in court today? Because I know they had court. So, does anybody have any information on that? Did they throw it out yet? Because that's what I think is going to happen. I think they're just going to throw it out.
Is it some of them may be content creators? And it's crazy because, like, my teammates, they're my friends. They wanted me to go out, but I need to just learn to just do it. Like, because they're like, Jasmine, just come out. And I don't know. Sometimes I need to step out of my comfort zone. But I feel like social media is the new thing. One of my teammates is a whole model. Baby, I can't even show y'all her page.
What do you mean you feel like? What do you mean you feel like social media is the new thing? Social media for how many years? Like, what?
Because I don't have my other phone. But she a whole model. And I was looking at her videos. I was like, girl, you better work. Nowadays, everybody's content creators. Stop the cap. I'm not capping. Us women need to stick together. I don't like her, but I ain't gonna. I don't sugarcoat shit. Ex cheated on me, and it ain't funny. Yeah. Like it'll be. I mean, I'm just saying. Like if they single and y'all decided to rekindle some shit, spark a flame, see if it light, that's different. But they're not single. That means shit ain't changed.
Oh gosh.
That's just that. Hey. Why am I drinking this water?
People will learn. Jasmine is throwing shade, okay, y'all? I cannot. She talk about people will learn. Girl, have you learned anything from all the shit that you've been through? Have you learned? Now, granted, after Chris broke her heart, Jasmine did not go out there and have a couple more babies with other men, okay? We don't know what Jasmine has really been doing. She made it seem like she was out here dating, but I don't know if I don't know what she's doing, okay? All I'm trying to say is Jasmine doesn't carry herself in the way that Olivia does. She definitely does not. But all I'm saying is Jasmine has definitely, she can't talk about knowing your worth, and learning lessons, because I don't think that Jasmine has learned her lesson, because if she did, she would not still want to have Chris. Because if Chris came back, she would allow him to come back, all right? And not ask any questions about where he's been and who he's been with, all right? That's just my opinion. Let's see if she has anything else to say.
Ended her boyfriend life because he cheated. I feel like if you gotta go that far, it was never meant to be. It wasn't worth it. I'm not gonna end your life because you cheated. I just will act in my head like you died. There's no end in your life. Like, it doesn't get that deep. I'm not gonna end your life to jeopardize my future. I might as well just act like you died.
First of all, Jasmine would not act as if a man died, okay? She's not going to give off, oh, you're dead to me because you cheated on me. No. If anything, Jasmine's going to be the one that's compliant. She's going to stay, and then she's going to compete with the other woman, which is exactly what she did when she was with Philip, when she chose to have another baby or babies, because he had other women pregnant as well. So, Jasmine, go ahead, cut the crap.
Erase your total existence. It's not worth it. I checked her out, never heard of her until I started watching you. I can't even finish watching her. I don't like the way she acts. You can tell she's fake. It's definitely not worth it. So good you see. Good to see you happy. Happy belated Mother's Day. Happy belated Mother's Day to all the mamas out there. Stay blessed. Thank you. Have I ever cheated on somebody?
Girl, I don't got time for it. Jasmine, it's too much pausing, okay? Way too much pausing going on. I don't have the patience to listen to her talk, but I did just want to chat with you guys about that little snippet of her live. Let me go ahead and stop sharing my screen really quickly. All right. All right, you guys. So that concludes what Jasmine had to say. Let me see what y'all talking about. You said this is the last person to speak on anyone's relationship. I agree with you, Miss Love. Ms. Windsor says, I guess she ain't got enough of going to court behind harassing Liv. I mean, listen, if I was her, I wouldn't even, that lady is non-existent, all right? Olivia will be dead to me, all right? Because she got me arrested. So I don't give a fuck about I wouldn't care about what she's going through, what she has going on, all right? It's not any of my business. That's just the way I feel about that. But I guess things must be going well for Jasmine in the courtroom because she chose to talk about that lady. So we'll see if Olivia crashes out because Jasmine had an opinion about it. All right. You said like she's like watching paint dry. Exactly. I had to get up off of there because I don't know what's going on. All the pausing. She had to think that long and hard about whether or not she cheated on somebody. Okay, I gotta go. I don't have time for it. Anyway, you guys. So really quickly, I just wanted to discuss the whole P. Diddy situation. Let me know if y'all have been watching or following along with it, because I've seen a couple things on Instagram, and I am, I wouldn't even say a loss for words, but just, it saddens me, all of the things that girl Cassie had to go through, or not even had, I mean, did she really have to go through it? Like, could she really just not leave? I don't know. But it was just a lot to take in. I think that the most disturbing of the facts were the fact that the freak-offs lasted 4 days straight. Okay, you guys, how in the world can you be freaking off for 4 days straight? That's just wild to me. So she was basically saying that she had, she was taking a lot of drugs or whatever to stay up over the course of 4 days. But damn, that is wild. So another disturbing thing that was said was the simple fact that, she would, I'm going to just speak in code. You guys know what I'm talking about. But, she would basically had sex with the male escorts, right? And then when they finished on her, she would rub their bodily fluids on Diddy. Very disturbing. I don't even know how she gets up there, or how she can get up there and relive all of that, talk about that, especially now having a husband. Okay. Hey, Nearly Firstine, I am doing well. How are you tonight? Yes, Ms. Windsor, I definitely feel bad for Cassie. You guys, as you come into the live, please hit the thumbs up button for me, all right? Let me know your thoughts down in the chat, and hit that subscribe button for me if you haven't already. It's always greatly appreciated, all right? But yeah, so that was disturbing to me. Also, the simple fact that she said she basically had an incurable UTI, you guys. She said the antibiotics wasn't even for it. Like, it was just nonstop, and she had to continue through all that. She said that he didn't stop, he didn't give her a break when her cycle was on. She had to do the freak off through that. And then she also said that, she was doing it to the point where she got sores in her mouth from doing all that oral. Could you imagine? I was talking about it with my coworkers today. Like, I just don't understand how. I feel bad for her, but I don't understand how you could call that a relationship if a man is okay with you giving your body away to numerous people like that. It just sounds so crazy to me. You said P. Diddy is like Hitler in music industry. Yeah, he seems like, it's clear that he didn't have any boundaries. All right. It's clear that he was very violent towards her. And it's just sad that she went through all of that. I mean, I think it's sad that she didn't get away before she even had to go through all of that. I couldn't imagine being ran through by just anybody that he chose for me. All right. And if you don't do it, you get punched on? That's just absurd. So, yeah, I mean, I haven't been watching it or watching anybody else that's discussing it in full detail, because I haven't had the time to, but just the posts that I've seen that are basically giving me a summary of what was said in court, it's just very, very disturbing. Disturbed my spirit. So yeah, I feel bad for her. And you know who else I feel bad for? Her damn husband, because apparently they made him get out the courtroom, but shit, it's still all over social media. So he got to hear about all this, and he's her husband. Child, I would have took my money and just took the rest to the grave, to be honest. And the golden showers in the mouth, wow. It just was a lot to take in, you guys. So we'll see what else that comes up. Maybe I'll come on here and discuss it with you guys later on again if I see anything else or hear anything else that I feel like is worth discussing. But that all just knowing that she had to do all that, it definitely was, I don't know. It just stirred my spirit because she looked so sweet. You just wouldn't think that she would ever be into anything like that. So it's really just a shame. It's really sad. I'm wondering how I'm just eager to see how they're going to try to pin these charges on him as far as sex trafficking goes. Because all I've really heard so far is Cassie's testimony. So I'm just curious to see what else comes out, who else is testifying and things like that. And how they're going to make the charges stick for trafficking and what was the rest, racketeering or something else. So we shall see, you guys. But so far, it's starting off. They coming in hot, okay? But anyway, it doesn't look like you guys have too much to say in the chat right now. So I just wanted to come on here and discuss that little snippet of Jasmine's live with you guys. All right. Talk a little bit about the P. Diddy case. All right. So before you guys leave out of here, please hit that thumbs up button for me. All right. Comment your thoughts down below, because I want to hear what y'all got to say, and hit that subscribe button for me, y'all. Okay. And until next time, I will see you all later. Bye-bye.